DBX is the premier automation tool for Pipeliner CRM. Let us take a quick look at one scenario which demonstrates how you can use DBX to automate a manual process. What we have here is an account record for Angulum Fabricum. This record was recently created, and also this account record doesn't have any contacts. But let's just imagine that we have several users in the system, and we have a corporate mandate where whenever somebody creates a contact record that they should populate the address fields. The default address data should be based on the address of the account. So what we have here is a user who comes in and says, I'd like to add a new contact record. And he does so, types in the contact name, and decided to leave the address information empty. Probably because the user needs to go to a meeting, or just decided to go out to lunch and just populate this data once he gets back from lunch. So the user clicks on save. Meanwhile, another user is also in the same account and decided to also add a new contact record. And we'll call this person. And again, this other user decided to leave the fields empty and click save. Now we have two records that are incomplete. They don't have the address information. Now this pattern can keep on going for a few weeks, a few months with different users. So over time, it would be really tedious to have somebody find those records who have blank address fields and manually enter those address information. Now, if we have DBX do the job, it will only take a few seconds. So let's start a DBX process that was designed to update contact address info if they are currently empty, and it will copy the address info of the account data. So now the DBX process is running, and it's currently getting the contacts without an address data. And pretty soon it will try to update these two contact records with the proper address information. So if you happen to have 10 or 20 or 30 of these issues, 30 problem contact records, if you have DBX, updating those contact records will only take a few seconds. So if we now go into this record for Angela, we now see that we have the address information. Go back and look at Henry Truman's record. We should also now see the address information. Again, this address information matches what's under the account. This ends our demonstration. Thanks for watching.